Hi guys, we're just going to quickly look into the Chinese spy balloons, also UFO sightings as well. Now I will just say, I know people are open to believing in aliens or other life forms, people aren't. My family is completely mixed. I completely believe there are. I think it's just common sense as well, guys. I mean, there's something like 1 trillion different planets and we've walked on the moon. That's it. Okay? So people like, well, we would have found them by now. How would we have found them when we can't even travel to other planets in our own solar system and walk on them? It's just use common sense. Use common sense, okay? It's just ridiculous to me that people would just think there's nothing else out there or no other life forms out there at all, and they will argue over it when they don't even know what's in our own solar system. So that's just my views. I'm definitely open to it. I definitely believe there's other life forms, 1,000,000%. 1,000,000% I believe there's other life forms. Now, it also reminds me of Christopher Columbus when he said the world was round, and people, literally the whole world laughed and mocked him and said when he tries to sail to America, that, you know, because he discovered America, well, should we say they discovered America when he travelled, because obviously people were already living there. But people said he was going to fall off the edge of the earth because it was flat and he was just going to fall off the edge. Now it seems ridiculous, but pretty much the whole world really thought that he would fall off the edge, and he was trying to prove the world was round as well. But that's just an idea. It's just the mentality sometimes, you know. It's just have common sense, you know. How do we know if we can't even visit past any other planets? We've only walked on one. Right, rant over. Spy balloons. Now, I was going to say, is it a weather balloon? Let's have a look into the weather balloon. And for some reason, I keep laughing straight away because I don't feel it was just a weather balloon. I feel it was it was a little bit deeper than that. I do feel it was monitoring some aspects of the weather, but to do with, this is really weird. For some reason, I'm picking up the air quality over the US. It's picking up the air quality over the US, but the information that would be used from these readings wouldn't be to America's advantage, it would be to China's advantage. Something there, I don't know if it's going down the chemtrail route and all that kind of things. You know, I'm not going to go into conspiracy theories and that big time today, guys, but it sounds so weird, but I keep picking up there's something to do with measuring the air quality over America. And there's something a bit iffy with that as well. It doesn't seem so pure, you know. So I do think they're able to blag it and say it is a weather balloon, but they were actually trying to literally, it's something to do with weather control or something over America and the US. The clean air, it's so weird. That's what I'm just telling you what I'm picking up. Okay, was it a weather balloon? Were they telling the truth? I don't know if you can see that, guys. They're definitely defending it. They are definitely trying to defend this weather balloon theory for sure. I don't feel it was just a weather balloon. I just don't. And the sense of it's almost like the sense of the Eight of Cups is almost like China. The people that were doing this were walking away from it, cleaning their hands from it and saying it was a weather balloon. But it's almost like they want another avenue. And it's something to do with the airspace. I don't mean the airspace, the air quality over the US. Monitoring it. No idea why they want to monitor it. I don't know. It does sound a little bit sinister, to be honest, but remember, it's not the whole of China, okay? Lots of people in power in different countries can be quite sinister, even our own bloody government, okay? So it's not the people as such. It's something going on about the air and the quality and measuring it and wanting to know about the environment more where they are now. Now, I do wondering if they could affect it. So I am hearing, oh God, no. I don't want this to be one massive conspiracy reading now, guys, but I did hear airborne, the word airborne. And for me, when I hear airborne, I think of viruses and things, okay? Now, no, I'm not saying China are going to release an airborne virus in America, but there's something, it's almost like they are protecting themselves and they want to think of other ways to protect their country if they need to, that would be going past using missiles or something like that if people attack. Now, all countries have their own defence systems. Even the UK will have things that most people in the public domain are not even aware of what they get up to. Okay, not nuclear weapons as such, but I'm saying every single country will try and defend themselves. I just feel China are being more inventive about it. So there's something more to it than just an air balloon, a weather balloon. Okay, there's something more to it, and I feel it's a defense. I heard a defense mechanism. It's something to do with more defense than any kind of attacking or anything like that. Okay, it's almost like researching. But I do feel it was more than a weather balloon. And I do feel when it comes to warfare, this sounds crazy because I know a nuke could blow up a whole country straight away, but it's almost like that's too basic nowadays. And it's almost like, you know, these airborne viruses that get released, it's more along those side of things going forward. And again, it's more to do with defending, not attacking here, okay? It's more about ways to defend themselves, to protect themselves. And again, like I've said, it's not that it's not people in China. Every single person in the head of government, I'm not going to go into this too much today, guys, because there's stuff I actually don't want to talk about, and I never probably will, want to protect themselves, okay? And the people at the very, very high up in the government, okay, there's loads of dodgy stuff going on. Come on, in every single country. So let's just say that for now. But it's not like attacking or China attacking. It's not at all. I just feel it's more about defence, their defence. Right. Now, let's just look into Roswell really, really quickly. For a start, I'm going to say they landed well before Roswell. Yes, we have been in communication with them well before Roswell. Okay? And I heard straight away silence, which we know is true because I think somebody on their deathbed that actually witnessed it actually came out and spoke of it and said on their deathbed that they did witness the UFO. But we've been in communication way before that. But let's just say, was Roswell a cover-up for a start? I've actually got goosebumps on this one today, guys, which is quite meaningful when I get that. Did they cover up Roswell? For me, it looks like a definite cover-up job. I hope you can see, guys, because the light's outside here. High Priestess, this is almost like the people that know. They know there's something more. They know there's something bigger. Their intuition is telling them there's something more. The people that witnessed it knew in their hearts this is something bigger than us. They all knew, and they were silenced. Now, I do feel when it came to the government, the Two of Swords, it's almost like they did have a decision where, do they come clean about it or do they cover it up completely? And again, back then, even now, guys, to be honest, there would be an element of mass hysteria and fear. This is like the painful decision needs to be made. Are we more literally like the government, the people that discovered it? Do we open up more about this or do we keep it quiet and silence people? And this is the painful decision they looked to making because this was real, it really happened. Okay, and then the kind of element was, if we do tell people, there will be mass hysteria, panic. Remember, a lot of the governments, it is about control. They want control of the masses, okay? They don't want mass hysteria, looting, craziness. And the Nine of Wands means it would be a really hard battle if they told people. It's almost like I'm hearing the word order. It would take months and months and months, maybe a year plus, to restore order again in the US, and the fear would spread throughout the globe. So it's almost like it was kept secret, because I believe it was kept secret, because the Four of Pentacles is almost like, I don't know if you can see the image on that card, it's almost holding the information to themselves really tightly to their chest and not wanting to release the information. So a big element was, I'm hearing hysteria, mass hysteria, but also at the same time losing control of the people. So I totally believe, I 1,000,000% believe that, yeah, Roswell happened. For me, that's actually quite dated now. I believe they're around now as well, you know, all the time you get sightings. Right, let's just see. Okay, so other life forms that obviously do see what we do. Do they have a message for us? What do they think of us? Oh God, I hate to say that. What do they think of us when you look at the planet right now? Let's have a look. What do they think of us? What's the message? What do they think of us? Oh God, I'm not looking forward to this one. Oh God. Unity is the last card for sure. Unity, definitely unity. Okay. the sun is pretty much, the sun is the joy and happiness card. So it's like, I do want to say there is a sense that they do understand. I mean, if you really looked at our planet and see the things we do and the way we destroy our planet, it would be very easy to say, just wipe them off the planet, literally. Get rid of them all. Let's take over the planet before they literally destroy the earth and there's nothing left. Let's just get rid of humans. Save the planet. Save the planet, okay? But the sun element coming through is almost like the bonding, the sense of community, the love message card as well, how we love for each other, how we love our children, how we love our families, you know. It's this love and happiness card. So it's not like they're just so completely one-sided. They just see us as really immature, like toddlers throwing our toys out the pram. They actually genuinely see the love and the happiness in our families and our units as such, okay? The big issue coming through here is they do see the human side of us as in the good part of the human side of us. They do see that, and that's why they want the change. Now, the Ace of Pentacles and the moon is hidden feelings, kind of emotions. It can be the deception card as well, keeping things hidden. And this is all tied to money, and jobs, career, okay? Again, I feel like I've said, it's always like the top 1% of the governments around the world that are so corrupt, you know, and they're all doing it for the money. So it's almost like the love that's coming in is literally for the people, their people. We're all related in a way, okay? The love coming in is for their people. The thing they're not happy about is, again, like we're not happy about, is the corruption. And I feel that's why it's almost like I'm hearing people in power. It's almost like they would like, there's something coming in. This sounds crazy. I'm getting goosebumps. Where they either educate the people in power to make changes, or changes are going to be made for them, okay? Literally. So it's almost like, you know, other life forms, let's just say, I don't like to say aliens, okay? Intelligent life forms have love for the people, okay? But they do realise the corruption, and that's what they want to change, okay? So either these people that are really high up in power, they will try and educate them the best they can, but it's getting to the point they're just going to put their foot down and say, enough, they need to be taken out. I don't mean taken out like killed as such, but they can put things in place and make things happen if they need to, because they are in touch with governments. I completely believe they work together. I do, especially when it comes to, guys, some of the medical devices we have and using sound waves to treat certain radiation, that kind of things, cancer therapies, okay? We haven't got it all yet, because the weird thing is, my dad passed from cancer when I was 19 and I was devastated. And I thought, if anyone like that, like high intelligent life form, had the cure, why the hell would they not have given it to us by now? Now, I feel they have actually been working on us with some radiation. I keep hearing radiation and frequencies, some kind of frequencies that break up diseases in the body. Guys, I'm not a doctor, come on. But the issue is, the people in power would use those to the detriment of others, almost like a weapon. I'm hearing a biochemical weapon or something. So it's almost like they're very protective about the information they give us, so we can only use it to a certain extent. Because if they gave us the full-blown power of real healing and healing the body, we could actually use this to ruin the world, basically. There's something to do with these kind of sound waves that would be powerful enough to attack other people and other countries. Now, I've got no idea right now, honestly. But I'm picking up strongly. They want to be careful with the information they give us when it comes to medical, because it's a certain kind of frequency or wave kind of thing that could literally harm other people. So it's almost like I'm hearing increments, giving it to people in small increments. And there's only 1 or 2 people. I mean, I'm hearing the cure already exists, by the way. I'm hearing the cure already exists, but they've got a tight grip on it. And I'm sure that's doing money. So there's love for the people. The government needs to change. The people in power needs to change. Things have been doing for the money. Things have been doing under the table. I'm seeing money passed under the table and corruption. And this is where we get literally the intelligent life forms, okay? 7 of Wands is blocking. It's like, do you know what? Fuck off. You are not going to be doing that. You're not getting past us. This is literally them blocking it. So it's like love for the people, Government needs to change, and they are blocking them from doing this. They want to block it. What they really want is unity. They want unity. They want us all to work together for the greater good. I keep hearing the greater good of the people, the good of the people, the good of the people, okay? The greater good of the people. Because at the moment, when you have the top 1%, as in the people that are in power, in charge, it's mainly fear-based. And if we got rid of that fear, we would work together as communities and in other countries rather than... Wars wouldn't exist as such. If we could just get rid of this element of fear, okay? And right now, it's almost like the Four of Cups is almost like, do you know what? I thought they were saying this as in, this is us, but I feel this is them. It's almost like they're getting to a point where they've tried to put so much work in, and they're running out of ideas on what to do with us. Honestly, they're starting to run out of ideas. There's a sense of sadness and tiredness, and we're trying to change us basically and help us. Because one of the biggest rules is free will. They cannot come in and willingly force us to do things as such, okay? That's a whole other story, guys, about reincarnation and why we come down here and the whole lot, okay? We come down here to learn spiritual lessons to help with our spiritual progression, basically. So if we got rid of all the hardships and all the pollution and all the wars, we wouldn't learn anything as such. We wouldn't learn from that experience and grow spiritually. And that was the whole point of coming here. That's my belief, okay? So they can't stop all of that, but at the same time, it's almost frustration because the whole point of us is having evolution and growth, and they just feel it's slow and they're getting tired. It's bloody tiring. I'm seeing now the intelligent life forms almost see us as, it's almost like they are a nursery school teacher surrounded by toddlers going absolutely batshit crazy, throwing stuff. Literally, that's how they feel. And they might have a good day, but overall, it's just like, it's constantly exhausting, but they're hanging on for that one good day where there's more order as such, okay? Lastly, this is the last card I've got for this, and this is what they would like us to become. Now, the Queen of Cups, this is me, baby. Queen of Cups is a very, because it's like a water element, a very, very sensitive, very empathic, very emotional, in a positive way, intuitive, empathy, a caretaker. This is what they want us to be to each other, okay? This is what they want us to be to each other, and they're still working on it. And yeah, they just want us to be, it's kind of like coming into our own confidence, you know, an air of confidence, of wealth. And when I get this card as well, this means a wealthy, stylish woman who's very confident, dressed in the finest clothes. They want this both, okay? They want us to be nurturing, caring, intuitive, empathic, but they also want the money to be spread around and us all to have wealth, all to be happy. When I get the finest clothes, guys, I mean people that have got no shoes or no clothes at all, literally. They just want people to have clothes, to have what we all have. That's what they want. They want us to be equal. They want us to be a community. They want us to unite. Yeah, bang on, because I'm getting goosebumps now. So that's my reading for today. I'm going to leave it there, guys. So that was a completely random reading this morning, but I really enjoyed that. I might do some more. I am very wary of some other things. You know, the darker side of things. I avoid that with a barge pole, and there's a good reason for that. And I don't know if I will ever cover the darker things as such, because I don't want to be surrounded by that energy. I don't. And I've been surrounded by it before, and I'm not going to even go into it. But I don't even want to speak about it. But for me, yeah. I don't mind things like UFOs. Maybe I'll do some more UFO stuff. Right, love you guys so much. Have a great weekend. Sending lots of love to you. Bye, guys.